Central Highlanders, it's time to talk about water restrictions, and sadly we get to level 3, which is probably the highest level restrictions that certainly the communities of Emerald, Blackwater and Bluff have had in recent times, but we're at that level, and these are the things we need to do. So I want to talk about the actual restrictions and what you can and can't do. So from Monday onwards, you will not be able to sprinkle your lawns. That is something you can only do with a handheld hose, and that's between the hours of 7 and 8 p.m. on your days. So let's remember, folks, it's odds and even days, and those are the days that you actually have to use those. Now, for garden beds and certainly in your pots, there's a bit of a change here as well. So if you have a irrigation system or micro misters, you can actually have them on between 8 p.m. and midnight. You can still use watering cans. So if you're saving water in buckets and obviously filling your watering cans for your beds and for your plants, that's what you need to do. Now, for a handheld trigger hose, to actually, if that's what you want to do, you've got a couple of options. So you can do it from 6 to 8 a.m. in the morning, and that allows for people that need to go to work and do things, or are able to do those things in the morning. And then you have the options of 7 till 9 p.m. at night. But once again, only on those days during the week where you're odds and even. So this is asking people now to really start to scale back. Our water trigger level, as you know, is at 8% at Fairburn Dam. There is good supplies of water, but obviously when we get to these levels, we've really got to thinking hard about our conservation. So just remember, it's your odds and evens days. It's 3 days a week. No sprinklers on your lawn, and obviously only that handheld hose. And obviously with those micro systems and those irrigation systems, those changes, 8 p.m. till midnight, and then obviously those people that want to just stand in their garden, maybe hose their beds, 6 to 8 a.m. in the morning and 7 till 9 p.m. at night. Now we're asking for your, your cooperation here. Let's hope we're just at the start of our summer season. The promise of good rainfall is just around the corner, and hopefully that changes. But for the moment, let's exercise these. Let's keep our business in shape and make sure that we do the right thing. All right, I wanted to talk about a really exciting addition to our emergency dashboard. The Central Highlands region and the Livingston Shire Council have come up with an ingenious addition and some great features to what we normally provide as an emergency dashboard. Now, this is the time of the year. This starts to be summer. We start to get some storms and there's some things to happen. And this is a timely reminder that obviously there's lots of things that we need to be aware of in our communities. And what's really, really exciting about this is this Rural Community Connect check-in and the app that's provided actually really starts to let you have a lot more interaction with those bits of information that you want, and also stuff that you can actually provide back. So this is a two-way street. So obviously if you have a look here, this actually incorporates a whole heap of features, the ability to scan and download, which is really, really great. If you've already got the app, make sure you obviously check the new features out, which allows a lot of opt-in. So if you only want some information, you can actually start to determine which of those things that you do want. So if you want information about whether you live at Ruby Vale, at Policeman's Creek, or it's something closer to Wemel around the Nagoa River, you get to choose what information you get sent in terms of alerts and reports. The other great feature in there is that if you see something that you need to report back, whether it's in an event or something around the community that so happens at the time, you actually have that opportunity to provide a photograph or in fact some comments. So this is very much about improving the level of reporting to you so that you have all the information you need, and alternately, in a good system, the opportunity for you to provide information back to us, so we make sure that we tend to check and collaborate what we know and make sure that the information we get out to you is really great. What really is noteworthy about this, as I said before, is this has been designed by people that actually work in an emergency. So people like Glenn Bell and Dave Massafari, who work in the Central Highlands and work at Livingston, that come through cyclones, that have lived through floods. They've provided their practical working skills in actually making sure they provide these for you. Please download them, please use them. They're great tools, it keeps us safe, and I really hope that during this season, take the time to have a look at it. I hope it's a really wet season